Hello friends, hello and welcome. Go ahead and ask my team for any ban preferences. Could ban Braum. I think I want to play Caitlyn or Jinx. Riven. Lee Sin I think is a good ban. One reason why I actually kind of like banning Lee Sin. We can ban Braum. One reason why I like banning Lee Sin is because he's the most popular champion, and every once in a while you run into people who are really, really good with him. And they just wreck your face. It's really sad. Hello, Underflash. I'm sorry, Uniter Flash. Well, I cannot read. I know I miss making vids too, but as I've said in some of my other stuff, it is a little bit too time consuming. I just don't have the free time that I had in months past. No, this is just me. Just me playing a solo queue game. I'm gonna play Jinx. Oh wait, Leona. Oh, Garen, okay. Yeah, let's play Jinx.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings.
Talk about runes and masteries in a second. Lulu is a really good pick with Jinx. Okay, so let's talk about runes and masteries. I have two pages that I primarily run and like a third one that I'm going to be messing around with. But this first one is like the old 4.9 and before attack speed based page. I believe I run either 1 or 2 attack speed quints, 80 reds, 5 health yellows, 4 armor yellows, and then I think I run I think it's 5 flat magic resist blues and then 4 attack speed blues. So kind of a mishmash, but still a pretty solid page. And then the other page I run is kind of a lifesteal page. Yes, Uniter Flash, I will be on Twitch a little bit more often now. I have gotten kind of optimized my streaming to the point where it doesn't kill my frame rate and like lag my gameplay out. And I know that a lot of people maybe don't necessarily understand that. Like, I don't know what frame rate you guys play at, but I usually play at over 100 frames per second, which is pretty good. I could probably play all the way down to about 50, but below 50 it just gets really painful. But the biggest problem is that it will, like, before what it would do is like randomly spike, and that's really, really bad. Like, if you get a big teammate and you're used to a certain frame rate and then all of a sudden it just like tanks because there's so much happening on the screen, it can be really problematic and it just messes with your mind. So but anyways, I've been getting a lot better frames now that I optimize my OBS, open broadcast software. And so my idea is that I'm going to use streaming, because I still play League. I just don't really have the time to produce content. You know, like, streaming is relatively easy. Like, you just kind of play your games. But you don't have the production value, obviously. You know, you don't get to pick and choose which games. You don't really get to, like, post the commentary after the game is over. You know, it's just harder to do all the different things. You know, and making a video, like a typical Y-Buy, is pretty time-consuming. You know, especially because I typically have to buy a champion. So I have to, like, if I get a request on a Y-Buy, I have to first buy that champion. And then I second have to, you know, practice with them to the point where I actually know what they're doing. And I'll usually have to do a little bit of research, where I have to figure out what's going on with this champion, that kind of thing. I'm gonna put my stream in my name just in case. You know, and so then you know, then you get to the point where you feel like you're confident. Then you actually start playing games with them. I like to get stuff out of ranked matches if I ideally can, but sometimes that can be a little bit tricky. And then, you know, once you have to play games until you can get a good game. Hey, Shammy Jammy. You have to play until you get a good game. You know, you don't want to put a bad game where you make a bunch of mistakes on YouTube, because, you know, there are some games that I'm not, like, especially if you look at my older videos where my gameplay wasn't as good. People really nitpick it. Like, they get really nitpicky about little things. You know, there'll be all these comments like, oh, you could have flash ulted, exhausted, and gotten that kill at 13 minutes. And it's just like, what? I don't know what to say. So, you have to get good gameplay. And then once you get the gameplay, you have to watch it back again and do commentary. You know, and doing the commentary sometimes takes once or maybe twice. Like, once on a good day, but sometimes twice. You know, and then not only once you do that, then you have to edit the video, render it, which can take maybe an hour or two, and then upload it, which can take, 3-4 hours. It just is like, it's a lot of busy work behind the scenes that doesn't get noticed. But anyways, I feel like I've talked a lot about why I've scaled back videos, but it's kind of hard to get everybody on the same page. But anyways, it's still good to be back and playing, and I don't necessarily plan on or hope to like become like a big Twitch streamer. It's just kind of like a way for me to connect with some of you that are really interested in me, and really enjoy watching my stuff, because I am very grateful for the people who are interested in my content. I'm really grateful that they think I'm worth watching. And I don't necessarily want to just like leave them high and dry. I'd be like, well, sucks to be you guys. Good luck, have fun. I still want to kind of give back a little bit, if that makes sense. And I still like League. I'm still interested in League. I still like talking about it, so I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try to commentate as much as I can, but we'll see. I'm a little bit out of practice. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I will be happy to ask questions, or to answer questions to the best of my knowledge. What I need to do this game is really focus on my decision making. My mechanics are. I took a little bit of a break from solo queue, and have been kind of getting into 3v3, which actually I will say I think ranked 3s is a very underutilized and underappreciated game mode. Ranked 3s is a lot of fun. It's not that hard to find 2 other people to form a ranked team with and play with consistently. It's really not that difficult. And it's a great way to kind of get into like team strategy is a really fun component of that, where you strategize team comps, which is something that doesn't happen in solo queue, but does very frequently happen in ranked 3s. Like the other day we played against a team that had Lulu, Orianna, and Jax. It was a very well thought out team composition. And once the Jax, they were very intentional about feeding kills to the Jax early. Like they really channeled farm to him so that he just became this monster. And then with all of the shielding and CC and boosting that he received, it was like he just steamrolled our team comp. It was absolutely impossible for us to kill him. Another thing that I also really like about 3s is that champions that aren't necessarily viable on Summoner's Rift are actually fairly strong in ranked 3s. Specifically low mobility champions. Like if you really like playing some of the more obscure low mobility champions, like the Scions or the Mordekaisers of the world, Brand, those types of people that aren't necessarily very strong because they have a hard time on Summoner's Rift with, if you look at this map, there are so many different flanking, like a Baron fight, there's so many different directions people can come, there's so much high mobility, so much flanking that occurs that it makes it really difficult to exist in the world where you don't have mobility, and they do. But in 3s it's not as big of a deal because the map is much more condensed. It's basically like 2 lanes and 1 little bit of jungle. So yeah, those are kind of some of the reasons why I like 3s. Who is your favorite support to have when you play AD carry? I would say, oh dang, champ select screen. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. I'm in game. Oh, we're playing. Let me know if you're having problems. Let me know if this fixes it.
I'm crazy. Got a doctor's note.
Okay, I think it should be fixed. Let me know if it's not. Okay, it should be back. Sorry about that. OBS has this really strange thing going on. Okay. Anyways, I was talking about my favorite support. I really, really like playing with very high high CC supports. Thresh is always a playmaker. Lulu, I think, is actually very underappreciated. She actually is a very powerful support. Wrong way, Ezreal. Okay, well that went really well. So, what we managed to do there was split them apart. The Thresh kind of got stuck back. He's gonna try to hook me. The Thresh kind of got stuck back in the brush, whereas Ezreal tried to run through lane. He was very greedy. He wanted to get to the minion wave. And so we just split them apart. I also really like Braum as a support, to get back to that earlier question. Dave, one of my threes partners, plays a lot of Braum, and he's really good with him. And I think Braum is very, very powerful. Especially just because he's very, he can protect a carry in ways that not a lot of other supports can. Oh, dang, okay, he leveled up. Please tell me if you're having problems seeing the stream, because I am in game, and from what I have the stream up on my other window, so it hopefully should be fixed. Okay, I could take another point in my queue, but okay, Thresh walked up to get a soul. I need to be very concerned about being too aggressive here, because he will hook me, and I will die. Yeah, that was a good start. Jinx has a very strong level 1. Because she has so much attack speed. I actually probably could have been doing even better there if I would have used my minigun a little more properly. I tend to actually use Jinx's rocket form quite a bit, just because I think it's really powerful. And it's a little bit safer. I tend to really enjoy long-range champions, both in mid lane and AD carry. Okay, one of the things that I've been trying on doing a lot is just slowly whittling these guys down so that we can maybe eventually get to a point where we have kill pressure. And part of that is watching whenever Ezreal or Thresh steps up, whether it's to gather a soul or to get a CS, and popping them with my rocket form. So I usually try to keep my finger on my Q button when I play Jinx and just do a quick little swap, like right here. I'll step up and pop him if he comes up to get this cannon. I'm gonna miss a creep. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna use my heal. Should be a kill. We'll play Lulu. Nice. So the Thresh went for that, and he totally should not have. Just because, yeah, that was definitely a mistake. I mean, like, it was he was trying to bait out the gank. It's like I see what was happening, but I was so strong. Okay, I'm gonna go by. I'm gonna probably rush Infinity Edge. Uniter Flash, tell me if the stream is still offline or if it got fixed. I hope it should be doing better.
I really need a new gun, but don't tell my other guns.
Okay, so that went really well. Jinx is... This is a great spot to be in as Jinx. 39 to Ezreal's 17. Up 3 kills. Like, I got a BF sword at 6 minutes. This is a really, really nice spot to be in. Jinx snowballs really, really hard. Oh, I need to change my title. I'm going to play solo Q80 carry. Okay, I have double buffs, so I can be a little bit aggressive. One thing I don't actually know, and I'm curious about, is if the splash, or the slow from red buff, applies to her rocket damage. I don't actually know. Don't get hooked, yep. Good shield. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna push. We could probably try and freeze, which is definitely a viable strategy, but I think Lulu and I have such strong under tower poke that I think we'll be okay. Like I'm really able to chunk him out. Dang, my red buff. Almost hit. I'm gonna be very concerned about that because that can make me really sad. Got him. That was a lot of damage. This really BF sword is really, really good. Might as well start going for the tower now. I think we can get it. I probably could have tried to finish that off, but there's no real reason to like take a risk here. Like, whether we get the tower that wave or this next wave, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Please? Oh! Dang. I could have played that a little bit better. Nice try. Oh. Okay, if they get help from somewhere else, we're gonna be in trouble. Like, they're staying around. They must have backup. Like, it just kind of seemed a little fishy that Thresh was staying so aggressive there. Like, he was posturing very aggressively. Just gonna go by. Anyone watching on mobile? Oh, you know what? I think there's something wrong with my settings that I haven't figured out yet that is unenabling my stream to be viewed on mobile for a reason that I don't understand. If anybody is more knowledgeable on Twitch, feel free to... I think it's something to do with my settings, so I apologize about mobile. Bloodthirster changes, that's a good question. I think that the Bloodthirster changes are pretty impactful. Like, they change a lot. I actually was watching an interview today with Doublelift where he comments about how he thinks that the changes... I might try to get a snipe here. Oh, too late. But he was commenting about... Drag? He was commenting about how the Bloodthirster changes is a nerf to AD carries overall, just because... because so many AD carries would rush Bloodthirster as a core item, which I thought was very interesting. Okay, I intentionally took the hook there so he could get that. It's fine. Now, personally, I don't actually mind the changes because I actually really like playing auto attack based AD carries, like the Caitlyn's and the Jinxes and the Tristanas of the world. So I'm kind of okay with the Infinity Edge buffs, but I can see where Doublelift is coming from because, well, obviously he's Doublelift, like he's really good. He knows what he's talking about. But so basically, I think that my final thought on the Bloodthirster is this: that the changes they made it not necessarily a very good item for AD carries. Like, it's a better item for fighters, like carry style fighters, like the Rivens and like Full Glass Cannon Lee Sins. Dang. I'm dead. Wow, we had a lot of backup there, but I think that she can get this kill. Oh, they split too much focus. Oh my. That was bad. There's a little too much split focus there. I'm gonna sit and wait for my IE 10 gold. So anyways, I think actually I think that Bloodthirster still might be pretty good on certain ADs. Like maybe the Veins or Graves, somebody like that who tends to get in the mix a little bit more. So I don't know. It's still early to tell. Essence Reaver. Honestly, I've played a couple of games with Ezreal on the Essence Reaver. Oh, that almost tagged her. I think it's okay. It's more of like a mid-game item. It's a weird item. So like one of the things about mana is that people generally only need help with mana in the laning phase, which is one reason why Chalice is such a good item, is because it gives those type of champions mana when they need it. Because as the game goes on and you break into team fights, you don't really need a lot of mana. Like mana is mostly just useful to let you spam your abilities to farm or stuff like that. So Essence Reaver is kind of weird. There are champions that can use it really well, like I would say Ezreal or Jace. Maybe Gangplank, like very high auto attacking. Uh-oh. I can't move. I can't move. I just ping spiked really bad. Dang. I'm really nervous that's going to happen again.
An ally has been slain.
I think I got this. Alright, good work, Lulu. Let's lose make. Oh! Dang, I saw that too late. Dang, that was unfortunate.
You think I'm crazy?
I am way ahead of this Ezreal. It's not even close. Alright, I think I'm gonna go. I'm not used to the changes in the cost of boots yet.
Ask me if I'm listening.
I really like this Lulu. She's doing a very nice job. She scraps really well. Please don't AFK. I'm 6-1. Please don't AFK. Dang, they're pushing hard. We should try to take this turret. A little dangerous for us to stay. Kind of want to scout out their jungle. We have Akali and Renekton, or in kind of close by, so I think we can make a play. Finish him off! Dang. I probably should have used my heal there. Oh, he got me. Please come over. Kind of towing the line here. Dang, they're doing dragon. Uh-oh. Holy cows, that was close. Okay, thankfully the Renekton did not actually AFK. Let's do that. Most of our lanes are winning. We've made some mistakes, but we can definitely win this game. I kind of want to try the Blade of the Rune King. I'm guessing this is actually gone. Yeah. He must have backup. Don't do it, Ari. What division is this? This is Platinum. Somewhere in Platinum. Platinum, I believe I'm Platinum 4, maybe Platinum 3. Oh, Lulu. Okay. Crit! Oh, man. I needed that crit. I'm gonna die. Well, actually, my teammates are here. I did not. Okay. I have red buff. Ah. Please don't kill me. This is a bad idea. There's a lot of people up. I'm just gonna go bottom and farm. What do I think of the popularity of Youmuu's? Youmuu's is very interesting on AD carries. Because Youmuu's gives you situational power, which is actually not a bad thing on AD carries. But it definitely benefits a certain type more than others. Like there are some ADs that don't really benefit from it very much. Like somebody like Caitlyn, she's very low burst. You know, there's just nothing in her kit that really allows her to utilize that, and so it's very good on some, not so good on others. And in some ways it really isn't much of like a pure AD carry item, because it doesn't really... it doesn't really fit with the whole idea of AD carries being high sustained damage. But it's interesting. I still think that like it's really hard to beat Infinity Edge, Phantom Dance, or Static Shift into Last Whisper. Like just those three items are really, really good. And being able to go double Dorans into that setup is really nice. Well, oh, okay, I didn't take all those. Okay, we're gonna wait for our front line. Gonna follow Akali around.
I really need a new gun. But don't tell my other guns.
I'm gonna maybe go check out Renekton. Although we don't really have much to do. Thresh must have backup. Got him.
Whatever. Let's just start shooting.
This game probably can't. We can't probably actually end. Actually, cannot end this. I'm gonna go mid. I don't have any life, that much life steal, and I don't have any summoners, so I could be in like huge trouble. Oh, he walked right over it. My ult is up.
I'm crazy.
Sorry about our questions. No, I like questions. I think that it makes streaming a lot more fun. This blue buff is so huge right now. Oh, nice. Do you have a favorite team? I actually, one of my favorite teams is Dignitas. I've always liked, I'm a Cutie Pie has been one of my favorite ADs, somebody I've looked up to a lot. I think he's a really good player. I think he's really funny. I might die here. Well, I wasn't really even watching there. That was dumb. I was kind of following the Renekton around for an unknown reason. Anyways, I really like Dignitas. I think I really like, I'm a Cutie Pie. I also, I kind of, when I got into it, I watched TSM a lot. They were kind of the big name that everybody knew about. I don't really watch the EU LCS very much. Not that I think it's... I just don't have enough time to watch all the games from all the different places. So I just stick to NA. I do have time to watch NA. Or at least the games I think are interesting.
Hold on.
Okay.
Really cool.
Kali is fighting. She's not going to get that kill. I'm going to follow up this Lulu, though. This Lulu is really pretty good. She's probably dead. Who knows, maybe we can make a play. This Lulu might actually be dead right here. Oh, I didn't get the thresh. Kill. GG. GG, well played. Who do I think will get the championship skin this season? Oh man, I don't know. It's impossible. Riot is very, like, unpredictable with the way they do skins like that. I'm gonna give this Lulu thumbs up for friendly. She did a nice job. I also kind of make it a point to give support mains a thumbs up. They deserve it. I mean, this number right here was only possible because of Lulu. Lulu is such a good pair with Jinx. Pretty good game. I like Jinx. I think she's fun. I also like Jinx because I think that she is an interesting champion, if that makes sense. She's pretty balanced. Oh, that's my trash. She's pretty balanced in terms of strengths and weaknesses. She's tremendously high damage. She's got to be one of the most high damage ADs in the game. But she's also very potentially vulnerable. If like her passive requires her to get ahead, and also the way that you have to use your Q to make decisions about, do you want maximum DPS or do you want the range and AoE? Like that is an interesting trade-off. And then your W and your E give you the utility that you need to kind of survive as a low mobility AD. And obviously your ult is just a fun playmaking tool. Like having this global execute. I just really like her kit overall. And it's kind of, I think it's really interesting to see Jinx be an AD carry who has been very powerful. And even in solo queue she has had a lot of success. But she doesn't have mobility. She isn't kind of what everybody like. I feel like Lucian is like the very typical AD for what people like want and see, like high mobility.